All right, everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of Cuboid Outpost Luxury Edition with Velocity of Stuff. Okay, you can call me Vel or Jay. I'm going to go ahead and run back down on the mines first off. Let's get us started with some torch placing, because I know we all need it. Okay. Also, go ahead, handle that spider I saw at the end of the cave. Shouldn't be too much of an issue, as he's convinced himself he needs to hide, apparently. Alright, so should have seen that coming. Okay. Chunk. Just gonna break the not so goody pickaxe. I'm going to step down one and hit number 2. Chunk. And number 3. Chunk. Alright, one more. Chunk. For the most part, get through a break of like a pickaxe, and then I'll give you like maybe 1 or 2 more before it gives out. Yep, there we go. Reasonably enough be what I need to fill my inventory. At least halfway. Okay. I was right. It was going to be. Now, I'm actually going to go ahead and take the time to look something up real quick. Oh, back to the game. Luminous glass. Let's hope Google was right. Said I can just... Okay. Sweet, that's what I was worried about. Now that I know I can, just go ahead and do it. And throw these building materials and ores and stuff into the hole. Alright, I'll start on getting crushing on this ore. Store the not so goodium. I've got a water bucket, 9 buckets here. I wonder... That's what I was doing earlier, wasn't it? Okay. I wanted to make an infinite water source, and I do also want to make it just like pretty and not like a gross hole in the floor that leads to not so goodium directly. So yeah, I'll dig out this hole, put the concrete tiles back down like that. So I don't know if I can do it like this, but I hope I can. Aha! So now I can just fill the sink back up, fill the fluid tank with all the water in the world. That's the thing about these mod packs. Sometimes they forget to disable the infinite water source. Or they leave it there intentionally so that you don't screw yourself forever. It's also just kind of cute. I wonder. I'll go ahead and just make a few bowls. Just doesn't matter how many. Let's have a bunch of buckets on hand, since it doesn't seem to matter the quality. As long as everything is going smoothly. So if I just... pardon my French earlier. I'll go ahead and... Nah. It's okay. It's not... Might be kids' content. I'll clean up my language. I'm sorry. I do have to manually do it for each individual bucket. That's a little tedious. And I do kind of get it, but I'm not a fan. Bones. I need to make bones into bone meal first. Okay, that's what I need to do. And that'll give me the ability to just keep cycling these buckets then. Okay. Do click around a lot for work, so I've got this adjustable DPI mouse, so I can just kind of click a button, make things a little bit easier. If anybody has any problems, I can try and slow down these segments a little bit, or slow down a bit in these segments, but it is what it is at the moment. Spare bowls and stuff back in the inventory. Bring myself back down to a more appropriate pace. And now I've just got inventory full of broth. Yay. And this will allow me to restore some hunger without having to absolutely break the bank or always be worried about rations. I do appreciate that they added this to the game. And I'll add one to the inventory just for clarity's sake. Next quest, I believe, actually was that armor I almost crafted on accident. So I'll make that, and then apparently handle some smashing. Okay, so other armor quality, okay. Two blocks of not so good EM? Okay. Well, first we'll do this, and then these. Alright, I'll just click on the book and see what it wants to call it here. It's Smasher. Okay. You might have noticed that we're going to need a lot more materials. Luckily, there is an ancient manual device specifically designed for smashing through large areas of rock at fairly rapid pace. Grabbing some of those not-so-goodium ingots, make some rods and blocks, and make yourself your first smasher. Ah, okay. So, just two of any kind of stick-like structure. We're just going to make a ton of these real quick so I can forget about them. I'm getting a little sick of crafting them manually every 5 seconds. Do this. Smasher. Okay. take some of these ore chunks, put them in the pulverizer, just as a matter of courtesy. And we're going to sleep as a matter of safety. Look at that, zombies. No, ooh, I don't know what button that was. I think it was Z. I'm not appreciative of that menu there. Ooh, died. Cool. Clean some of this up. I don't need all of the materials, just some more materials than what I had. Huh. When it comes to automation, in the past we would have suggested using your ME system. And it would have sent over the necessary peripherals. Unfortunately, that's no longer an option. Can do, however, is turn to some more primitive yet still effective methods of storage and item transfer. First step will be to make yourself some kind of chest from the local materials. Okay, and then hop to it's going to have me make a hopper. Okay, so it's going to have me do some pretty vanilla automation is what I'm hearing. Checks out for this game. Okay. Go ahead and throw some stuff back in here. Bone. First thing I'll do is make a couple chests. The rest of the ingots back in, apparently. Hold on. There we go. Make a couple of hoppers I know I want to, so. I got a plan. Because automating this is going to be a little, yeah, just a little silly looking, but it's gonna work, trust me. First, I want all of my resources, so I'll let it finish running when it's gonna run. Put what I can back. Hoppers in here. See, I wonder if I can streamline this any more than it is. Yeah, gotta watch out for my own puddle. Okay. Gotta be a better way to get through that. Okay. First and foremost, can I make vanilla ladders? Not out of these. Make some metal ladders in a minute. Ooh, ashen ladder. No, that's ashen. That's like a quirk thing. So, what I want. I wonder if I could do it that's the case... It's because I know this mod pack has some hidden recipes. Could go for one of these two. Nope, worth a try. Okay. I do need to make a furnace. Make a couple of them. Make more. Now I've achieved the not-so-goodium quantum collapser thingy it wanted me to make. Don't panic, we're fairly certain that the singularities produced by the quantum collapser won't result in another uncontrollable feedback loop that destroys your local reality too. It's not like you have a choice anyway. We're going to have to try something to kickstart life as we know it. So grab some materials, make a few necessary ingredients, and build yourself a not-so-goodium quantum collapser. Note, if you pick up a quantum collapser, it will lose its current progress / reset. Okay. Ember, clay. Iron, okay, not that bad. Oak log, wood, granite. Alright, well the book will tell me what it wants me to make first, so... It's not so goodium. It's going to want like 320. Okay, quantum singularities are a bit of a pain to make initially, but will significantly improve your quality of life in the near future. Put in the effort now and start the process of making some. Note the collapser doesn't need power, and you can hopper inputs into the top and extract them from any other side. You can also manually insert items straight into the collapser in its user interface. For now, we recommend making one from 320 not-so-goodium ingots. Note, if you pick up a quantum collapser, it will lose its current progress. Okay, it's going to say that every time. Also going to look at a smasher. Or a smoosher. Okay. It's got a similar crafting recipe too. But its purpose is not to break rocks, but rather to smoosh chunks into dust. Could, of course, keep using your pulverizer, which costs nothing more than a bit of energy to double your outputs. Smoosher uses some resources to make and has durability, then gives you a much faster way of achieving the same result. Make a few old-school furnaces, and you'll be able to produce ingots at a much quicker rate. Yeah. Do. I have no idea why it keeps doing that. I think I just need to be more careful with my inputs. I just deleted you. Okay. I'm going to go down and use the smasher to get some more rocks. I don't care about the head bonking. I just care that I get some results. Huh. It does have significantly more durability too. Okay. A little over 3 times the amount. Sweet. 3 times more dark in here, so I'll light things up manually. Goodness me. That was a little deep. Alright, let's wait until it gets the rest of the way. There we go. Total bummer can't get more storage in this thing, though, until, like, way later. It might just be my fault that it keeps doing that. Alright. Yeah, that's right. We're going to use furnaces as a climbing block here real quick, because it's just the cheapest and quickest thing for me to make. As for why it's parkour, I don't know, man. Felt like it. Actually, good to know here. Dang, I was really hoping I could optimize this a little bit. It seems to be the best it's going to get for now, though. Like, how do I imagine there's some optimal distance for the windmills, and of course the optimal distance for the solar panels is just to be right next to the windmills, if at all possible. So, I wonder if I can make any, like, right, how do I get steel then? Ah, there we go. Charcoal enriched iron. How do I get that? Metallurgic infuser. Osmium furnace, iron, and redstone. Okay, that's once again a problem of I need redstone. It is possible, but I need redstone. Cool. You know what? I could always... Why do I have snowballs in here then? Just give me all of it. You know what? Just real quick. There. Actually, just to increase the size of the queue. I really need to get past this element. Okay. Just to increase the size of the queue. Some snowballs in here too. There. That way, the drawer can get all the snowballs it needs. And I can slowly stop caring about storing them in my crafting, in my ME crafting. It's because there's just the snowballs. What have I got to do? I better make more snow. 320, so I'm not going to worry about pulling these out and doing that yet. Oh, okay, and that's how that's supposed to work. All right. Give these hoppers. I don't need them laying about. I just wanted some faster progress on the liquid thing. I'm a little afraid that if I break it, it's gonna, like, all of the... Oh, they come straight from the... Okay, here's what we'll do. Closed on both sides. And pray with me, pray with me, pray with me. Pray that it doesn't break open. Only... Did that to 1. Okay, cool. 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 I'll actually go ahead and leave this orange real quick. Grab my buckets. Okay. I hadn't realized at the time that I had theoretically infinite of this. Cool. And this either still has what I need in it or it's all gone forever, so... Right now, we're just going to hope it's all still available. I did not... Did I really? Where's that at? Is it getting mechanized? Is that cable quest? Where's it at? Getting started. Pack your bags, maybe? No, this is some sort of other type of quest. Slaughterhouse. Yeah, I'm not sure where. Ah, energy transfer. Here we go. It's miscellaneous quest, and it just wants you to pick it up. I don't necessarily care about progressing that at this time. I might here in a bit. But right now, my only real goal is to simplify these cables a little. That's what I'm thinking. Taking these devices and ignore the magma crucible for a second. Throw the hopper on the bottom. Stone furnace. And then put blue here. Side doesn't need to be anything. This side here can be a contraption. Okay. So the magma crucible in the drawer, I don't think I needed to actually do anything. It might have been a little excessive of me, but yeah, see, it's gonna it's gonna automatically fill up now. I presume this is receiving power. Yep, both devices are getting power, and the hopper is a vanilla Minecraft item, so it's gonna act on its own. And then when I smelt things, I can just throw them in this hopper, automatically go into the pulverizer, and the pulverizer will automatically send over, hopefully, the correct thing into the hopper and into the, yeah, there we go. Unfortunately, don't have the ability to filter items on the hopper so that I don't get the wrong thing, but I can, or not specifically, I'd have to like give this a speed upgrade or something, and unfortunately I don't have the ability, like if we look at what it costs, I gotta get like osmium dust, infused alloy, and this is a lot of like getting mechanism started stuff. It's just not things I necessarily want to be handling at the moment. Efficiency, we're just gonna make a smoosher real quick just for the fun of it. Theoretically, what this does is just, boom, instant dust. It unfortunately requires manual intervention, so I won't be using that often. Because for the most part, unless I'm really trying to get some stuff done fast, like right now I'm trying to get some quicker progress than what the game will just hand me. Boop, boop, boop. I do like Mechanism though. A lot better than or I like Mechanism a lot more than some other people who have, reviewed this mod pack or played through it, 100%ed it. Um, that's mostly because I haven't had to do it as much. A lot of other people, if like they do Minecraft mod packs all the time. I, up until now, mostly played only for my own entertainment. I haven't just gone through hours and hours and hours of Mechanism. I'm sure I'll get bored of it eventually, but right now, it's preferable to doing something like, say, playing through Create, which takes a great deal of my time and doesn't, you know, like necessarily scratch any particular itch I have when playing modded Minecraft. Normally, I like to do things like that in there, where just kind of improving upon the ideas that vanilla automation has. Here, you connect things with pipes or hoppers or whatever, and then you get, more faster machines, and then they crank out a bunch of stuff in the background for you. It's incredibly simplistic, but, I mean, it's fun. One thing I will comment on is that not this, but these, one moment. Mm. These systems do seem to be completely disconnected from each other. And this feels like an inefficiency, but I'm going to live with it for the time being. Let's see, quest book. All right, we get another furnace. Kitchen sink is a kitchen sink, and I have infinite water, so I'm not worried about it being empty at this very second. Counter is a countertop. I don't mind not being able to see out the window. But I will go ahead and just shift the window over is what I'll do instead of just, blocking it off. I'm going to do, just because I know I'm going to end up getting to it eventually, I might as well get a head start. Actually, you know what? I could probably move the water tank down here. There we go. these cables with my fist because apparently I don't need a tool. Which feels silly and ridiculous to me, but it is what it is. And the first thing we'll do is... Alright, laminate fixture. Thank you. Give me that back. Connect these two. Should not need to be separated. That's fine. Go ahead and collect some more not-so-goodium. This is a matter of principle because I know I need more of it. I'm just going to go ahead and smash her. And smash her. Place a torch. Smash her. Alright, place a torch. Smash her. Yep. Smash her. Smash her. Make myself an escape route. Dang, I was hoping silica dust would do something. Might need some other materials to work with there, but it is what it is. Okay, and one more smasher. It's gonna break in a very partial and strange way every time I do that, isn't it? Okay. Regardless, I got what I came for, which was more stuff. Reserve the pickaxe for small operations and only use it. Yeah. Seems good. I'm going to go ahead and load this with coal. Oh, does it need energy? Okay. That would have been important to make sure that I connected it to beforehand. Neato. And we're going to pick out the energy cables real quick just in case, but I think I'm going to do it this way. No? Can I not do coal in this? I'm so confused. Coal blocks, and I only need 32 of them. Okay, doesn't seem to actually need any sort of energy. I'm losing my marbles. Cool. Alright, coal quantum singularity. Throw this back in here. Actually, I'll throw this in here just for ease of use. For this, we're going to go ahead and try a little tricky trick. Yeah. Throw the smoosher back in there. And I've actually managed to make pulverizer nearly obsolete. Cool. Actually, genuinely have no idea why it would be so difficult, but here's what it is. What do we got with the centrifugal separator? It'll probably tell me soon. Well, I've got a lot of silica dust. I could probably achieve it. Huh. apparently I need more silica dust. Where are we at? Out of 96? Okay. See, I knew there was still a reason to use the pulverizer. Alright, we'll just do this a couple more times. 1, 2, 3, 4. A couple sticks. Alright, I've maybe played too many shooter games. This is starting to get to my nerves. I'll just see if YouTube takes it down later. I'm not gonna fuss with, like, I have been professionally sang for better half of my life, so there's only so much, like, only, like, so picky I can be with myself about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I should care more and I will be more careful, but it is a level of, like, hypervigilance and self-censorship that would make any man not want to deal with himself. I'm just gonna start over. There we go. I don't know why the break patterns get so weird with Ultimine, but I know they used to also get really weird with vein miners. This might just be like a problem with the type of mod where there's not a real issue happening so much as you've done something silly and mathematically this is sound and how it's supposed to work, which would check out for something like Ultimine. Alright, I'm just gonna pick up the rest of these. Be a little slow getting out, but once I finish, yep, there we go. Getting there. Actually, all the knots are good again, which is a bit odd. That's why. Okay. So I can't always throw some more into the furnace, but there's a certain point where... Maybe I should have automated output instead of putting the other furnace right below it. Goodness. Mm, 20 short there. All things considered, that's not too far away from being complete. The only thing I'm really waiting on now is silica dust. May have to, once I end this episode, just let the game idle for a little bit with the ores in the system, and then it'll make the remaining dust that I need to finish off the singularity. Once the singularity is done, I only need 15 more blocks, so it's 135 silica dust. It's not the worst. I wish it wasn't like this, but it is what it is. Once I start getting infinite silica dust for the resource generation thingy, I can just start printing words. What can I print? I'll start getting other resources and make other better singularities. But I think I'm gonna leave it off here for now and come back in a bit.